Banjir bandang tak hanya terjadi di kawasan Kabupaten Bogor dan Sukabumi. Daerah seperti Bekasi dan bahkan Jakarta juga tak luput dari terjangan banjir.
Banjir melanda Kampung Lebak, Kelurahan Pucung, Kecamatan Bekasi Utara, Kota Bekasi, Jawa Barat pada Senin 3 Maret 2025.
Banjir yang merendam sejumlah tempat di Bekasi, Jawa Barat mengakibatkan amblesnya sebuah jembatan di Kemang Pratama, Bekasi, Jawa Barat.
Banjir yang luar biasa dibandingkan daerah-daerah lain.
Kalau tahun 2020 di lantai 2 tetap kena sepinggang, mungkin di 2025 ini bisa jadi lebih dari sepinggang, itu sekitar 5 meteran lah.
Ever imagine waking up in the middle of the night only to find water rising at your doorstep? That was reality for thousands of people in Bekasi, West Java in March 2025. What is their response to the flood that occurred in Bekasi City? We will investigate this issue in detail with Group 1. A few months ago, Bekasi was hit by flooding due to high rainfall intensity. For many, it was not the first time, but it was one of the worst. The most several affected area include Jati Asih, Pondok Gede, and Bekasi Timur. Water levels in some neighborhoods reached up to 1.5 meters. Over 3,000 residents were evacuated, and numerous public facilities, including schools and health centers, were forced to suspend operations.
I live in a relatively safe area around Harapan Indah, but it's not too far from the flooded areas, probably about 3 or 5 kilometers away. So even though I wasn't directly affected, it still felt the impact, especially with traffic and daily activities.
In addition to physical damage, the flood disrupted socio-economic activity, especially among low-income communities who were disproportionately affected. But what cause of flooding in Bekasi? Was this really just nature or something we could have seen coming?
I think it was a mix of both. The rainfall was definitely extreme, but human activities like littering, poor urban planning, and the lack of green spaces made the impact much worse. If we took better care of the environment, the flood might not have been the same.
Penyebab banjir hilangnya ruang terbuka hijau, hilangnya hutan, hilangnya perkebunan teh, hilangnya sawah. Sudah itu penyebab banjir.
According to Dira, one of our respondents, she believes that the community plays a significant role in worsening the flood situation.
What need to be fixed is the drainage system, which is not the quite right, and there is too much new construction, so that the water is the partial area is not enough.
Bekasi is one of Indonesia's fastest growing city, but with rapid growth comes a cost such as concrete replaces soil, building rise but green space disappear, drainage system aging, and insufficient can no longer keep up.
Untuk mengevaluasi tata ruang di Provinsi Jawa Barat, termasuk hilangnya daerah resapan air, daerah hijau, dan daerah pesawahan, yang paling besar adalah Jawa Barat.
Local government agencies supported by volunteers and national force acted swiftly. Evacuation posts were opened, food, blanket, and clean water was distributed.
From what I saw online and the news, the response was there, but I felt a bit slow and uncoordinated. Some areas got help quickly, but others seem to be waiting for a long time. I think more efficient coordination could make a big difference.
The March 2025 flood is not just a disaster, it's a wake-up call. It shows us what happens when climate change, poor planning, and social inequality collide. Online hashtags like Pray for Bekasi and Stop Flooding trended, reflecting both sympathy and frustration.
I found out social media and my college friends
I first found out through social media, especially Twitter and Instagram. Many people post video and photos of the food, so the information spreads really fast.
Moving forward, there is an urgent need for integrated urban planning, investment in resilient infrastructure, and community-based disaster preparedness. The flood was not just a natural event, but a reflection of human neglect. And unless meaningful changes are made, it might not be the less. As I said before, the flood that struck Bekasi in March 2025 was not just a natural disaster. It was a warning about unchecked urban growth, about fragile infrastructure, about how climate change turned a heavy rain into a full-blown crisis. Thousands of people lost homes, access to education, and a sense of security. But amid the chaos, we also saw something powerful: is solidarity. Volunteers helping strangers, communities standing together, hope rising above the water. The question now is no longer why the flood happened, but what will we do to stop it from happening again? So, what can we do? Should we just wait for the next flood? Or start building smart city with better planning, stronger system, and room for nature to breathe? The people of Bekasi deserve more than temporary aid. They need long-term solution. Because this isn't just Bekasi's story. It could be any of ours. That's all for now from Bekasi, a city underwater but not without hope. This is Group 1 reporting. Stay safe, stay prepared, and stay aware. Thank you.